Hello students, in this video lecture you see the unit number 1 of Python programming. Okay, so let's start with unit number 1. In unit number 1 we'll see the introductory part of the Python. Okay, so the contents of these units are introduction, variables and expressions, conditional statements, then we have looping, and control statements. Okay, so these are the contents of unit number 1. We have the introduction of Python, how to use variables and expressions in Python, then conditional statements, if else, okay, multiple if, like that, switch case, okay, looping, for loop, while loop, do while loop, how you are going to see, and control statements, go to, label, okay, etc. that we are going to see in this unit. So let's start with the introductory part. First we'll see what is Python. What is Python programming language? Okay. So basically Python is what? It's an, just see the introductory part. The Python programming language. Okay. So Python is basically an interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language with dynamic semantics. Interpreted means what? You don't have to compile it, okay, directly, it will run. It supports object-oriented also. It supports high-level programming language also with dynamic semantics. Semantics means structure. It is high-level built-in data structure, so it supports data structures also. Combined with dynamic typing and dynamic binding, make it very attractive for rapid application development, as well as for use as a scripting language or glue language to connect existing component together. So if you have already an existing components and if you want to call it on your program, that is possible with the help of Python programming language. Next is Python is simple, easy to learn. Syntax emphasizes readability and therefore reduces the cost of the program maintenance. Next is Python supports modules and packages, which encourages program modularity and code codes. This is possible with the Python. The Python interpreter and the extensive standard library are available in source or binary form without charge of all the major platforms, which can be freely distributed. You can download the Python freely from the, because it's an open source. Next, often programmers fall in love with Python. Now today's most of the things are developed in the Python. Okay? Python, because Python is very popular language nowadays. Machine learning with Python, data science with Python. Often programmers fall in love with Python. Why? Because of increased productivity provides. Since there is no compilation step, the edit, test, debug cycle is incredibly fast. Debugging Python programs is easy. A bug or bad input will never cause a segmentation fault. Instead, when the interpreter discovers an error, it raises an exception. Okay, exception. You know how to handle an exception? So when the programmer doesn't catch the exception, interpreter prints a stack trace, means list of errors. A source level debugger allows the inspection of local and global variables, evaluation of arbitrary expressions, setting breakpoints, stepping through the code a line at a time, and so on. The debugger is written in Python itself, testifying to Python introspective power. On the other hand, often the quickest way to debug a program is to add a few print statements to the source. The fast edit test debug cycle makes the simple approach very effective. So next we have history of Pythons. Okay, so let's see history of Python. So Python laid its foundation in late 1980s. Okay, the implementation of Python was started in the December 1989 by Guido van Rossum at CWI in Netherlands. So remember 1989, this Netherlands has developed this particular Python programming language in Netherlands. In February 1991, Van Rossum published the code, which is called label version 0.90 to alt sources. After that, in 1994, Python 1.0 was introduced, okay, with new features like lambda, map, filter and reduce. After that, Python 2.0 added the new features like list comparisons, garbage collection system, etc. And December 3, 2008, Python 3.0, which is also called as PY3K, was released. It was designed to rectify the fundamental flaws of the language. Next. So ABC programming language is said to be the predecessor of Python language. Okay, which was capable of exception handling and interfacing with Amoeba operating system. Okay, so Python is influenced by following programming languages. Okay, so what kind of the programming languages? ABC language and Modula 3. Basically, we don't know this kind of the languages. Okay, now ABC and Modula 3. So it is a predecessor. It follows this kind of the languages and it comes with Python. Next, what are the Python version list? Python programming language is being updated regularly with new features and supports. There are lots of updation in Python version started from 1994 to current release. Okay, so now we are going to see a list of Python versions with its release date. Okay, a list of Python with its release date is given below. So let's see the Python along with its release date. So these are the Python version and these are the release date. First Python 1.0 was released in January 1994. Then Python 1.5 December 31, 1997. Python 1.6 September 5, 2000. Python 2.0 October 16, 2000. Python 2.1 April 17, 2001. Python 2.2 December 21, 2001. Python 2.3 July 29, 2003. Python 2.4 November 30, 2004. Python 2.5 September 19, 2006, Python 2.6 October 1, 2008, Python 2.7 July 3, 2010, Python 3.0 developed in release date is December 3, 2008, then 3.1 June 27, 2009, Python 3.2 February 20, 2011, Python 3.3 September 29, 2012, Python 3.4 March 16, 2014, Python 3.5 September 13, 2015, Python 3.6 is developed is released in December 23, 2016, and lastly we are using Python 3.7 which was June 27, 2018. This is always asked in university exam. So Python provides lots of features that are listed below. First feature is easy to learn and use. Easy to learn and use. So Python is very easy to learn and use. It is developer friendly and high level programming language. Second is it is an expressive language. Means Python language is more expressive, means that it is more understandable and readable. Okay, so it's expressive language. Third one is it is an interpreted language. Python is interpreted language, that is interpreter executes the code line by line at a time. This makes debugging easy and thus suitable for the beginners. Okay, next is fourth one is it is cross-platform language. Python can run equally on different platforms such as Windows, Linux, Unix, Macintosh, etc. So we can say that Python is a portable language. Okay. Fifth, free and open source. Free and open source. Python language is freely available at official web address. Okay. Officially web address. The source code is also available, therefore it is open source. So it is open source. You can do anything in this. Object oriented language. So already you have gone through C++. Okay, that is totally purely an object oriented programming language. So here also Python supports object oriented language and concept of classes and objects comes into the existence. So unit number 4 we are going to see this. Okay, Python as in this. Seventh one we have extensible, means it implies that other languages such as C and C++ can be used to compile the code, and thus it can be used further in our Python code. Large standard library. Here we have a large kind of the library available in Python. Python was a large and broad library and provides rich set of module and functions for rapid application development. So if you have the modules library, so you don't have to write too much code. If you use that, most of the code will execute for functions and all. Ninth one is it supports the GUI programming also. So support for GUI programming. Graphical user interface can be developed using Python. Next, lastly we have integrated. So it can be easily integrated with languages like C, C++, Java, etc. Okay, so in this video lecture we have seen number 1, what is Python. Okay, what is history of Python, and what are the different versions of Pythons are there that we have seen, and at the last what are the features of Python. So total in this topic only you just go through the what is Python definition and what are the features of Python. Okay, so you just go through all these concepts. Okay, and at the last please like, share, and subscribe this channel, so that next when I submit the video, when I make the video for you, you will get the notification. Thank you so much for watching this video.